What is up, guys? Yo, yo. How you guys doing? Hey, thanks for the host, Devin. Devin Geezer. Gold, how you doing? What's up? So I'm gonna try this ticketer thing out at the top. You guys like that? I don't know. All right. I guess I have some announcements per se, if you want to call them that, for the what's going on in the stream and all that jazz. So I'm probably switching to Unity. I don't know how else to say it. Bivaz, what's up, man? I don't know if I'm supposed to say it like that, but you know, Bivaz. Reborn in '95? That makes me feel kind of old, if that's the case. Doom, how you doing? Not good, you're sick. Oh, dude, terrible. What's up, Tobias? Ah, that host. What's up, Bushy B? How you doing, man? All right, so let's I'm gonna go through a few things as to why I'm liking Unity. Everything looks like it's working. I got some hairs cut. Hey, look at that. Maru fireworks. What? Oh. Okay, so what the hell? First of all, I noticed something is broken. Horribly, horribly broken. What is going on here? Oh, I know why. Let me fix this really fast. Psychro, dude, that's genius. Dinosaurs. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna have to find another way to solve this, but for now I need to do this. Okay, so some things that I'm really liking is frame rate looks, yeah, it looks all right. It'll probably be a little choppy. I'm using my video card to render the stream as like the codec. Okay, so let's look at some stuff I'm liking about Unity. So off the bat, the interface I'm liking a lot. It's pretty modular. I like that the asset store is so like well integrated with it versus having to load. See, like this can load in the background. Oh, what is this? Terrain shader, interesting. I really like this guy, the Amplify shader editor. Whoops. I strongly advise using this if you decide to use. It's too gray. Fear, you want to help me? I don't know how much a month it is, but a certain amount a month will make it not gray for me. So this shader editor, I think it's 60 euros. Will it? No. No. This isn't helping me at all. I'm like, now I can't. What am I doing? Where are we at here? Amplify. We'll go to the Amplify motion. It's 19 USD. Damn, that's a little rough. So these guys, Amplify Creations. Shout out to these guys because they made a pretty cool shader editor. They're still working on it too. It's pretty robust. 67 euros. you might be able to wait for a discount, but yeah, it's totally worth it. Anywho, so I built some shaders for it using using their shader editor. Built some shaders for this stuff. They've got a pretty decent library of assets that I can use. Like I'm using this guy for scale from their Atom demo. The other thing I like is this is the main reason. It's 35, Jesus. Let's see here. So this is the main reason, the real-time GI. So if I go to baked, you can see if I pull back here, that's where like all the bounce light's being calculated, and it's being pushed to probes when I place probes. So all these assets are being tagged static, which allows them to be combined with the contribution for the baked GI, which has real-time modification. So just to show you some of that, so we've got this dark corner over here. If we do, let's see here. Is it glow? What did I call it? Temple. Materials. Emissive ball. So you can see when I place the material on, say, this asset, for example, the GI gets updated. Obviously, if this moves, the GI needs to be rebaked. But it's all real time, which is just freaking crazy. So you can just like, it's real time in the sense of the information that's there, or that was previously baked, is usable. I guess one of the other good examples is if I take this ground material, which is this gray one, it's just a basic material, and I just start brightening it, you can see the GI around the scene gets updated. Actually, could you show us your light settings? Yeah, I'll show you that in a second here. So you can see, like, maybe if I do a more extreme, like, you can see the greens coming in. And you can see he's being affected by the color as well. And the way that is happening, he's not set to static, so if he moves around, you can see him, the GI contribution on his surface changes. It might be hard to tell in this. I might need to add like another, like this maybe. Anywho, so how that is happening. So I've got an error here too. I need to solve this like dark side here. So how that is all happening, where it's non-static assets being affected, is I'm using, let me see here, these guys. So these are light probes, and they're little points that you can move around and place. If you need to highlight, you can move these around. So what these do is they gather the information from here, from this baked info, and put it to these probes, and then these probes give that average information to the non-static objects. So like, for example, if I grab this guy, basically there's a probe here, right? And as I move him over here, he will take less contribution from that probe and more from this one. And this thing's really easy to set up. You just like create a new asset called light probes, and then you can once you click on these, you can add probe. And for some reason, I'm not sure right now, it might be a bug, it's adding it like probably near the origin. So like wherever you need, like if there's like a unique light source over here that you need your static assets to be checking out, you can or your non-static assets to be looking at for lighting information from the indirect info, you can just place a probe near that. And so now technically if he's going from here to here, he'll take this contribution and transition over to that one. And that's kind of what these lines will show you as well. Yeah, so it applies the lighting on the character based on what the probes are receiving from the GI bake, the indirect GI bake. So let's undo that. Actually, I can just delete selected. Oh, can I do this and duplicate? And then, oh my god. That's fucking cool. So all that said and done, like that's pretty nice. And because that's all real time, you can like, what are we looking at here? This is the light. So this is the direct light, or what, the directional light. Where are we at here? So the indirect multiplier. So this is like boosting the GI bounce. Obviously that's a little crazy, right? But you can also turn up the intensity. You can see I've got some bloom going on, and that's just a free download for post-processing. I forget what TBS. I forget what it was called, but it's a free like post-processing stack. I think that's what it's called. And essentially it applies to everything. But if you go into the game, you can look at it through the camera, and then down here I've got it set up so I can control bloom, anti-aliasing. I can do temporal A or fast approximate anti-aliasing, ambient occlusion control. Dude, it's pretty sick, man. I'm like really impressed by this stuff. There's some DOF controls. I haven't played with that too much. Anywho, let's go back to this guy. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to show. I mean, I think that's it for now. One of the main reasons it was because of the lighting. Like the lighting in Unreal was bugging me just for speed reasons. Bakes are gonna look the best just because that's the best approximated. It's not even approximated. It's the best lighting that you're gonna get is baked lighting. So yeah, I still need to solve the foliage movement and stuff like that, but that seems to be working out pretty well in general. The real-time tessellation, someone was asking the other day about what the wireframe looks like. Let's actually let's do this. This is another thing I like, is the ease of like being able to access stuff like wireframe and outline of selection. You can just turn it on and off up here. So let's go back here, and we'll do no outline but wire, and we'll select this so you can see the tessellates. It's probably a little too much too soon, but you can just change that with some sliders. So that's pretty nice. Looking sharp. Thanks, Dallas. How you doing? Okay, so as far as lighting settings go, so I've got a lightings tab over here. If it's not over there, you can go to your window and you can go to lighting and then setting. And it'll pop out like this, right? And I just dragged it over here because I always end up going to it. As far as lighting settings go, I just have the real-time global illumination toggled on, and I've got the resolution to 4. Going any higher than 4 is probably unrealistic as far as real-time game development goes, but if you're going for like really nice GI bakes, sure. 6. I don't think you're gonna have to go any higher than 8. 8's like crazy. Yeah. And then skybox material, I'm just pointing to the sky, which is a material that I made and then grabbed this HDR from. That was free online. So you can control the exposure a bit too, which is kind of cool. I like this too. You can like control post-processing and skybox individual if you want. Up here, there's all the icons. Like these are 2D icons, right? But if I go up here, I can make it 3D and then I can control the size. So if I need to hide them, I can just make 3D and then scale it all the way down. What else we got here? But as far as the lighting stuff goes, I mean, that's I think that's it. I haven't done it. So I've got Bake GI disabled. Is that just now while you work? So that's if I use mixed lighting, which later down the line I would want to do mixed lighting, where it's basically I've got some assets that are receiving real-time GI, and then if I'm not needing that for specific assets, like if they're really static, right, then you just bake it all out. What's up, dude man? Dude man. But yeah, overall I'm super into this. Feels good. And I've organized the layers here, which is pretty nice. For you people that like to search, this is nothing amazing to Unity users, I'm sure, but like if I go up here and type in Rebel, look at that. That, I know it's more gray, but it like highlights it, basically highlights the assets that are being searched. Like that one's like even, like I typed in dirt and it's looking up the mesh names. So I think it's searching just by mesh names. Because if I type in glow, and then let's see. Test glow. No, I don't think that's foliage. So I don't think it's searching by materials, just by mesh name. Zen, what's going on, man? Anywho, yeah, dude, it's awesome. So I'm probably going to be building here from now on. Oh yeah, this is another thing I just made. So you can also see, so this asset, when it's moving around, you can see those triangles showing up. Those show the planes of GI. Because you can remember, like, there's a probe here, and a probe here. So it's taking the approximation from here and averaging between these two to this state. So it's primarily this one. If I go up, right, then it's primarily going to get the top one. And as I go left, it's going to grab the other one. And then once it crosses the threshold, it'll switch to other probes. So you can see, like, it's pretty handy. Bob, how you doing, man? The other thing is I started working on this material. And this is gonna be really good for block out. So like this just scales nicely, and it'll just always work. So if I like duplicate this, like you can see it's technically seamless, even though because it's just using world space EVs. Gets really interesting when you create a sphere. Let's do this. So yeah, so I just modified one of their triplanar materials and started tweaking it to. What do you mean WS textures? World space textures? I mean, it doesn't. I wouldn't suggest doing it outside of blocking stuff out. Or if you need to just build some pieces in the background, that should be fine. But in general, it's not usually a good idea to build assets with that. It's not bad. It's just it could be bad practice depending on the engine and what type of game it is. Nathan, how you doing, man? What's good? So let's create 3D object. Let's create a sphere really fast. I can show you. So if I take this, and I haven't got the moss set up yet, so as it goes down the side, it starts to stretch. So it's not doing truly triplanar, it's just on the Y. But you can see, like, when you stretch it out like this, it just solves it for you. which is the nice part about triplanar. So block out stuff, super worth it. Let's see here. So you can also, this is like visibility filters. And I just wanted to turn off the light probe group contribution. So it quits showing me the stuff, or like how the light probes are affecting this mesh. And then if we turn all that stuff off, then we're just getting the raw info. When did I switch to Unity? Technically, today. I just kind of in my head decided I was going to just keep using Unity. Blue, what's going on, man? How you doing? But in general, I think the overall experience of it has been good, so I'm just going to stick with it. It's allowing me to think a little easier, which is nice. So see, I can... Dude, this is another thing. Look at this. Like how useful is that tool? Like, really? For blocking out, this is awesome. So the auto generate down here, oh, you can't see it. Hang on, let me pull this tab out. So all this lighting stuff that I'm doing, or all the changes I'm doing is causing, like this isn't static, right? So it's not contributing to the GI bake pass. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue. That sucks. I hate that stuff. With this auto generate tagged, anytime I move something that's considered static, it's going to recalculate the GI in the background. So and you can do that for light maps as well. So like as you move stuff around, your light maps can just update per asset contribution. So it's pretty handy. So I'm going to turn that off for now, just so we don't have to deal with that in the background. It's pretty lightweight, but I don't know what it's like when you're streaming, you know? So, I mean, I'm sure, Polycruncher, I'm sure that's the case, but honestly, I think if you bought this shader editor, that would be 67 euros. And then you built all of your shaders. Do you sign this? What do you mean? So what I would say is I have more, like this is like a Marmoset viewer advanced with this shader editor. So if you use 67 euros and then you get Unity for free, and then I've downloaded post-processing, which is free. I feel like I don't really need anything else as far as just showing off a portfolio. You should be able to build scenes in here that look really nice. So for portfolio concerns, I think you're set. You know? Oh, this is another thing. So if I hit move on this, right? I'm going to move it around. I can do that. If I hold V, the pivot just snaps to whatever vert there is. So like, let me move this over here. I can do stuff like, make sure I get it all. So I can move this over here. You're like, oh, I want this over here. Hold down Control, it snaps on like degrees, and then I can do an approximation And do that. On like snapping to the side. It's like, man, I wish that Unreal had that. It does, but it's much more finicky. Like you could just go back here. So this back area is even more low poly, right? And you can just use that to snap. Like how convenient. And what this is 2 assets. And you can still. Oh, that feels nice. It's like I wonder if I intended for this to be that far out. Just move it forward. What magic is this? So if you hold down V, you can move the pivot around, and it just automatically moves to a vert that your mouse is under. Anywho, yeah, dude, it's awesome. See, so I can get like a pretty quick approximation of like where I need stuff to be, and then I'll just adjust it afterwards. And then if you press T, you get this control, which is really good. The dynamic GI is nice. I mean, this is like, is there a good way to turn it on and off? No, that GI is still contributing. I mean, if let's see here. In a few minutes, I'm going to start working. But I just wanted to make sure you guys saw this. So if I turn the directional light off, and then I turn the, I do that, but then I turn that stuff back on. So what you're seeing is the GI reacting to the skybox in the background. Right, so you're getting a little bit of bounce information going on. If I create a directional light, no, not a directional light. Let's do a spotlight. So like you can change the width of your spotlight and stuff, right? And then your range, which is like how far it's casting out. And I really like that there's handles on here too, so you can get some nice quick control over stuff. Right now I'm using the dynamic GI solution. There's no baked lighting per se. There's still like dynamic GI is still baked, right? But it just gives information for lights to play with. So where you'll really see it is when I start to turn on the, when I increase the intensity multiplier for the GI, or indirect multiplier, or if I turn the light brightness up. So if I like blast that, you can see so you can see the indirect stuff happening up here, especially when I do. And this is at a GI resolution of 4, for anyone that was wondering. And you can see it's bouncing off the character. So like if I just turn this down here, if I just hide that out of the shot and then just turn up the intensity of the light, oh god, that's super bright. But you can see there's some issues, like I need to fix this asset and I don't even know how you fix it. I need to read into like how these maps are generated and how I can work with them to debug and fix stuff. But yeah, all that information right there, that's dynamic GI. I guess I could, if I go to indirect, you can see it more. So that's the indirect information happening. Super handy, man. Super handy. So this is not I'm actually not going to say because I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if those if that GI is being calculated using Enlighten or not. I'm assuming it is, but I don't know. So the SEGI is pretty cool, and yes, it is now in Unity. For large scenes, it becomes a problem, and this scene's going to get pretty large. It's going to get out to here. Anyway, so might be a little boring this stream, but I'm going to be reblocking out a lot of the space, trying to close this space off so that I can get the one light coming through, and then we'll start turning up the GI and trying to make that look better. The progressive light map maker, no, or the light mapper, no, I have not. Anywho, yeah. This is the other thing I need to fix. I haven't read into, like, I've seen this happen before. I've just never tried to solve it. And it's like you see the leaves are tearing where there's hard edges. It's because there's two separate normal directions, right? So it's like split. It's a split vert. So like it's animating that vert and splitting it apart. Because there's technically multiple verts on a hard edge. The SEGI or SEGI is voxel GI. It's basically VXGI. It's another solution, but it's the same thing. As far as I know, I may stand corrected. We'll see. Anywho, let's get some stuff out of the way. So I've turned off. If I go into lighting tab, I've turned off the auto generate, so we don't have to worry about stuff generating in the background. So I don't know what it's going to do this stream if I do that. So let's Bob, as far as using that the voxel GI, I'm not going to play with that for this project. Maybe later. But yeah. Mainly because large-scale voxel GI, like for large open spaces, just doesn't really work out because the resolution needs to be too high to hold up on things in the distance, and that's where it starts to break down. Because, like, I guess is a good example before I get going on this. If you look at the, where is it at here? The probes. Let's scale this up. So if you look at these probe points, voxel GI is all voxel GI is doing. Like if you imagine that this cube space here, this three-dimensional space, imagine that's a cube, and as you get closer, it subdivides. And when it subdivides, each time it subdivides, it adds more of these points. So basically, it's just dynamically adding points in order to maintain the resolution or increase resolution of the bounce GI, which is pretty cool, right? But like as you get further away, the resolution would go down, right? And if you want to turn that up quite a bit, I imagine that's going to get super expensive. I mean, maybe for a portfolio thing, it would look pretty good. But, yeah. Again, I'm not too well versed in that stuff, so I could be totally wrong about that. I just know that the resolution for open world large spaces is pretty rough with voxel GI. I also started using PureRef. It makes more sense with how I use stuff, so I like it. It's pretty cool. Just move this into place here. South Sands, what's up, man? 303. It's so funny, is like I'm looking at this concept and I've only really solved like this corner. It's all good. We're gonna learn a lot building this whole thing over the centuries. Yeah, it's good to see you, dude. It has been a while. So whenever we have, like obviously there's some stairs there, so we'll probably just take this, do this for now until I bring the stairs over. And then there's sides to it, gotta bring those in too, but until then, it's probably as tall as, roughly as tall, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know about this song. Not really in the mood for it. I'm gonna change this. We could play with this stuff. Let's see how this goes. Oh shit, I fucked up. I tried to use a hotkey from work. There we go. I accidentally hit play. Later, Bob. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Oh shit, it does not like rotations. That's interesting. Oh, I see why. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Well, for now, there you go. Actually, I'm gonna need highlighting too. We'll just put that over here for now. Oh, that's interesting. The highlighting on alpha test does not work. Just gonna move you over there. Oh, I actually need that corner. Dang it. Let's do this. Elite Crafter, what's up, man? What do I use for my 3D modeling? I use Moto, as you can see here. Oh, yep. Oh, you like that music? Yeah. It's pretty cool. See, now I just wish I could have the... I guess if I do this... Oh, yeah, see? That's cool. Man, it almost feels like Moto. Let's move some stuff around while I'm doing this. Oh, you can see the GI. So that's a resolution that you're kind of looking at when it comes to a resolution of 4 in your GI. So we actually don't need these right now. What we're trying to do is build out this this base floor. I'm remembering the layout now too. Man, it's so big. This is it's like maybe I can shrink that down. We'll see. I bet I don't need this one. I don't need these. Oh. It's probably best if I just grab all the foliage and move it out here. Adam, you're gonna chill up here. You're gonna keep an eye out. Oh yeah, and for speed's sake, I should probably kill off the where are we at here? These guys. These are probes that help you approximate the real-time reflections. Probably don't need a camera right now. I'll just keep that direction light. Hi. This music, man. I don't listen to this stuff enough. It's good stuff. What's the underside of this look like? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's something really wrong with the, there's some normal issues and, meh. What's up, Grip? How you doing? I seem to get better approximation if I snap towards the front. I'm guessing the depth of these is not the same on all of them. That's funny. I think there's a wall here. Oh, look at that snapping. Oh, God. Feels good. What is this concept from? This is Uncharted. Uncharted 3, maybe? Maybe even 2. It's a classic, man. The stream running okay? Just curious because I haven't been this intensive in like a 3D viewport on the stream. Going great? Cool. Wow, that response time was kind of weird. It was like that. Was that a real response time? That almost felt real time. That's weird. So you can see I'm already running into a problem where basically shadows, see that shadow distance gets clipped. And I think it's actually as easy as quality and then shadow distance and turning it up. Look how stupid easy is that. I don't even remember where something like that is in Unreal. Of course that means performance, right? But for a portfolio, hey. Easy peasy. Actually don't need those. I think this actually goes back. I have another concept. Where is it at? Hey Lee, thanks for the follow, dude. Much appreciated, man. Hey, if you're an artist and you're trying to get better, we have a Discord too. It's like that's actually more active than this stream, in my opinion, as far as like what you get out of it. What am I looking for? This. There we go. Oh, thanks, Curious. How you doing? What's going on? So the foliage stuff, I think I'm actually just going to delete that for now. Let's look at the foliage folder. Dope. Turn that light up a little higher. We'll turn it this way while we're working in this direction. Oh yeah, I gotta add the little things back. Oh man, this is gonna take a little time. Let's see here. It's like I feel like there's another. Like in my head, did I just make it up? Did I just solve this all in my brain? Like I know that this goes up here. It's another stair set. Actually, it's just these guys. Oh. Nope, that's not gonna work. That's all good, we can just guess. For now. I can solve that later. How much is it set for, Blue? Trees, it depends the scale at which you're building. Like, are you building a lot of trees, or if it's a ton of trees, I would say speed tree is probably your answer. If it's a few trees, or they're like pretty custom and unique, I mean, you can still do it in speed tree. I'm doing the foliage for this primarily in Modo, but I mean, I think it doesn't matter. Ricky, what's up, man? I don't think it matters, Mob. Make it where you're comfortable. What you doing? I'm blocking out the rest of the scene. Since I've now decided to go full on in Unity. Yeah, I'm liking Unity a little too much. Need to remember to save though. Let me know if you guys are getting like dizzy and stuff. What's up, Andrew? I just noticed my webcam's really bright. Either that or that Swedish tan is coming through strong. You like that, Tobias? I'll have to look this up later to see if I'm doing this right, because I'm almost pulling from memory right now. You guys. You've offended me. How dare you? Oh, I remember some other stuff now. There's some like pillars over here. Tobias, do you know if there's a way to export meshes in Unity? So like if I blocked all this stuff out, I can just export it back out. There's not? Okay, good to know. That's actually a bit of a shame. Strike one. Strike one, Tobias. Oh, I have these roof pieces. I'll bring those in later. That doesn't feel right. Pretty sure. Is there a hotkey to group stuff, Tobias? You're gonna be my like go-to Unity questionnaire. Axel, what's up, man? Yeah, you have to like I'd have to grab this one and then this one and then find them and then drag one inside of the other, right? And now those two are grouped, these two. Ugh, that just feels wrong. A hotkey for doing that is awesome. Grouping and ungrouping on the fly is pretty nice. Axel, yeah, I think I am. At the beginning of the stream, I kind of talked about how I'm just gonna sit in here until it's done. No, that does not mean an eternity long stream. That'd be crazy, right? Brain. Oh, you can hold shift and add selection. Oh, that's awesome. Can you deselect? Oh my god. That's freaking great. Okay. So you can snap to that, make sure there's some symmetry going down. Oh, I remember I opened this side up. I opened this side up for some steerage. The Truman Show Dynasty Edition. Whoa. I mean, so if you look here, like this asset was imported with 3 pieces, right? So if you select it once, you get the parent, but if you select again, you can start swapping between, and then those will move independently, which might be useful later. We'll see. So the main things I was concerned about when switching from Unreal to Unity. What's up, Lewis? I was worried about losing control of lighting. Primarily foliage was the big one, and I think foliage is doing fine because it's more of a shader thing. So once I was able to prove that in the shader editor that I got, I was convinced I was going to be okay. There's the volumetric fog is not in here, but I think with the right mindset, aka not being lazy, you can get a hold of that. Is there foliage painting tools? As far as I know, there is, but I don't think I'll be using that per se. I might in some cases. We'll see. Trying to think here. Okay, so I remember this came out a little further, so this one actually had to... Remember to save, kids. This needs to go over here. Man, what they need is camera follow when you're moving assets. That's pretty handy. Or being able to select through the gizmo is a little annoying. You can't do it. Get lazy. Oh, did I forget a piece? I did. Oh, Circlu, dude, that's crazy. That's cool. That's good to hear. I think this corner I had something like this. I'm gonna have to look, but I don't want to load up another editor while streaming. That could be all types of taxing. I could export the entire scene from Unreal, but doing that while streaming, I don't know, man. I'll look at it off stream. just to get everything up to speed. Man, this scale thing is so convenient. It's actually something I wish I had at work. Yeah, it exports quite a bit, man. FBX is magic, man. It's so funny, is I'm like blocking out all this space, but in the end, I bet I'm only gonna get this, an angle like this, or like up high right here. So funny. Gonna have to get those nice close-ups, so we can enjoy the all the little tessellated rock action. Whoa, easy. This piece actually needs to go back here. Just a Kung Fu song, I like this. So I believe there's a couple like this. And there's a doorway here. And then this stacks up like 3 high or 4 high. Stream still running okay? This song's intense. There's some serious combat going down. Those lines, "You're the loser, punk." I don't think it's Hotel Miami, but man, it's pretty dang close, isn't it? Is there a quick way to hide assets without having to check the little box here? Like H would be like hide, you would assume, right? Delete. That's good. Genius. Wait. Was that edge snapping too? No. Oh wait, no. I'm stupid. It's because it's because it's tessellated. I'm like, oh. Can't beat that power button, that's for sure. My head about exploded there. Gotta be careful. Oh God. Oh no. Alright, well the number 2 button goes. Oh Jesus. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's awesome. Blech. The switching, it's like changing universes. Flat world for 3D world. Side scroller, guys. Side scroller. Man, that's crazy. It almost warp drives and then decides not to right at the last second. Night, Andrew. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, dang, this music. It's not messing around. This is definitely not my normal stream music. I apologize to anyone who's not down. Oh my God, it just keeps going back. That's hilarious. We're doing it. At least in the block out. And just a reminder, you've got your W, E, and R, but then T switches to that. Oh, what? I'm like, wait, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I know in like an individual one, you just move it like that, but why would you be able to? Huh. I'm like, what happens if you try and move the pivot on it? That happens, apparently. Whatever that means. I'm just gonna take these. No, I did not make this concept. That'd be sick. Oh, what's up? What's up, band? How you doing? Got 30 minutes to go on the stream. You guys doing all right? Guys just chilling? Chilling and relaxing. What's up, Final Boss? This song actually sounds like the downbeat before the Final Boss, honestly. Oh, I heard that. What was that action? How are things on my end? They're pretty good, man. Just, it's, what is it? It's Monday. I'm like, what's the day? What's happening? Things are good. Lagos, thanks for the follow, man. Okay, so there's something kind of like this going on. Actually, let's get this snapping in. We'll do that. Trying to solve the light coming through the top here. You see here. Judging by where I'm seeing, there's probably only 2. That looks like these stairs aren't as wide either. It's all good. We'll delete that, make them longer. Something like that. And then I'm like, where's the lighting layer? Eric Zimmer. What's up, dude? Uh, 63 people in here or something like that. Quille Wille. What's up, dude? Dude, check this out. This is freaking cool, man. This is like to be able to move these pieces around and then just press T and oh man. And then hold down V and then you can just snap these pieces around, dude. It's like, oh, it's just so nice. $71. What? How you guys doing? If you're not following, dude, you should totally follow. Just hang out and chill with us. We got a Discord too. You can chill there. You can talk and chat and become part of the YouTube history. Oh, I see a problem. Screw it, we'll just do this. These don't need to be too accurate, just high. Dude, this space is so crazy. Hi, Mom. It's like, Ben, I'm getting close just for you. Just for you, Quilly. No drop frames yet. Nice. 60 frames. Very good. I heard that. What was that action? Prime for 2 months. Dude, you beast. Sir Waffle Pants. You're waffling my pants right now, buddy. Thanks, dude. Are those small stones tessellated? Yeah. Stupid tessellated. I'll show you in a second. So from back here, totally unassuming. Ah, blah. No problem, man. Well, I don't know what waffling my pants means, but sounds pretty raw. Yeah, look at that wireframe. Ugh. So we're back here, it's fine. It's totally fine. Oh man, don't get banned in my channel. That would suck. Also on Fridays we do 2 portfolios, portfolio reviews, and then we do critiques from the Discord art related channel. Just a heads up for anyone who's curious. Oh, I remember this being more forward too. This was more like there, actually. This song has like the most epic build-up. Whoops. Read. I have no idea. Don't tell Dude Man that Xander, that you took the name Xander. He'd be pissed. Yeah, I know you're just trying to find out who it is, right? Because their name doesn't really match who they are in here. I wonder if Gabe likes got his cat. I think it's supposed to be soon. Let's see here. What else we got? We gotta build a giant pit in the middle. Cat? What? If he wasn't so old, if the cat wasn't so old, I would say, dude, we should like get him to meet Maru so they can just be used to each other. But that cat probably is totally ready to defend after probably past experiences. Oh, this is gonna bug me. I need like height snapping. You can't snap like after you start moving that. You can, however, shift that plane and then move. Ah, it's weird. So strange. Well, this song's a change up, isn't it? Is it fluffy? It better be fluffy. Man, we're getting close. We're getting close back where we were. Whoa. Ah, that's genius. This song. It's like, wow, this song's really suggestive. I'm not really convinced on those pillars yet. I know that there's a door there. There's a door there. I think moving this further in is probably going to look better. One, two, three, four. All cats are fluffy? That is not true, man. It's not true. Don't be sad. They don't all have to be fluffy. So there's these overhang things. I know that I blocked that out for sure. Or like actually started modeling it. It's when we started first talking about trim materials. Looks like there's 3 of them. We'll put them there for now. That should be fine. Chaos King, do you use Unity over UE4? As of today, I probably am, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm exclusive either, though. What I would say I'm exclusive to is Snowdrop. That engine's the shit. It's the dopeness. Let's see what else we need here. Probably need to start bringing in the centerpiece thing here. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Put them roughly where you could imagine they would go. Canu, no, they do not. You're just asking for trouble if you allow something like that, I think. All right, that stuff's out of the way. Is there a hotkey to collapse everything? That'd be nice. Oh, these need to go in structural. Oh, wow. When you search, does it really mask out being able to select other things? That's freaking sick. So we need to put the cubes. Oh, they're in a block out layer. Okay. Okay, okay. These should not be in there, though. Just gonna save real quick and then keep this going. Planes and cubes can be in there. There we go. Was it Gustafsson? Gustafsson. I think that's how you would say that. Graffiti, what's up, man? I'm sure there'll be more of those videos. We just need to find time. I'm like really busy. Fox and Unity, amazing color guy. What? What's that? That sounds cool. How much experience do you have with game engines? Game engines in general? Oh man. So I remember getting access to the internal wiki for the Unreal Engine when it was still UE, before it was UDK, when it was 2.5. Think about that. And that's still, I would consider myself still pretty young. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Like that's nothing. Just gonna overlap those, that's fine. Oh god, no. The upkeep is real. But yeah, game engine wise, I mean, I've worked in Unreal 2.5, Unreal 3, UDK, Unreal 4, Unity 2 or something like that. I did my art test in Unity for Massive to work on the Division. I worked in the Fuel engine, which is Turn 10's game engine for Forza. Lithtech, Monolith's engine, which is was Shadow of Mordor, Fear, War of Mordor, or Shadow War. War of Mordor. That's hilarious. Ha. Yeah, dude, there's got to be others. Let me think. I think that's... Oh, the S2 engine, which was Snowblind Studios game engine. That one was pretty good. How artist-friendly those private engines tend to be. Usually private engines tend to be not artist-friendly. Usually. Like when they're, when you say private engine, you mean proprietary engine, which means internal engine. So like Snowdrop would be a proprietary engine. Advisable, what's up, man? How you doing? We're just blocking stuff out as I rebuild the scene. This is bugging me that the length of this is not the same. Okay, maybe if I just make that one. Let's see here. Make this one. Wonder if that's the same. Let's check. Close. Close. Let's do this. Actually, no. Man, that's weird naming all those engines out. That's kind of freaking me out that I've used that many engines. The fact that only one of them has been non-proprietary as well is kind of weird. The Unreal Engine. We'll just stretch this and make it work. I like the unevenness of the tops. If you can bring that up sometimes, it'll be cool. Or down. Let's get some height variety. As long as you're not skewing your stuff too much. Oh man, dude, I played my fair share of Minecraft. Forgot about that one. Oh, you're sick, Advisable? Dude, everyone send Advisable some good energy. Get that sickness out of there. It's important. I have to check a bunch of this. I know that there's little platforms here. I've got some rooftops that end up going on there. Gonna have to import those. There's a tree in the middle. Might have to scale some of this stuff back just to not have it so stretched out. I mean, look at that. That scale is crazy. May the energy of the Empire make you better. Purple Heart. So see, none of these are considered static. Let's change that. There we go. It's probably the biggest mistake of my life. We'll see. So this is the largest scene I've ever made in Unity, so let's see what happens. Oh, waffle pants, dude. I didn't even see the... Oh, yeah, I did. I don't... What am I... Dude, I'm tired. I must be tired. This coffee's not working anymore, guys. Thanks again for the 2-month sub, dude. If you're on the Discord, make sure to link your Twitch to the Discord. That way you can get access to the sub-only chat where I post pictures of my dog. It's true. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a really cheap roof just so that we can get the top on. Oh yeah, let's grab this too. We'll just grab all this so that we have some symmetry. Oh. Man, this space is really long. I don't know about this. I'm actually not sure about the GPU instancing with setting to static. I know that I need to set it to static in order for it to be added into the pool for receiving GI, as far as being contributed into the GI bake. But that's about all I'm getting out of that as far as knowledge goes currently. Is that floating? What's going on here? No, it's not. It's just the shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna open this back up like that. I'm gonna move this over here. Something like that for now. Oh yeah, this looks way longer than it was in the original block out. I'm going to have to adapt some of it. It's probably this. This probably doesn't need to be there. There's some other things I'm sure involved with that. Shadow distance seems to be limited a bit. There's some clipping. Okay, we need a... Oh, we can't raise it all that much. We can do this though. Let's make sure this is all accounted for. Cool. All right, I'm gonna save this. Let's see how broke this gets. Keep in mind, block out, right? this space is... Oh, I gotta close these off. How ridiculous. Okay, so if I go into... let me move this over here. If I go into indirect, you can see this is the only stuff that's receiving GI. Or that's being allocated into the GI bake. But if I go to, where is it at? Directionality. Oh, interesting. I guess that makes sense that you'd need that. Oh god, that's too bright. Oh, my eyeballs. Okay, I'm gonna save this. It is 9:01. I'm gonna hit bake on this really fast just so that you can see that it's working. If I tear this lighting tab out, I bet this is too crazy for this type of GI stuff. I'm gonna have to do a combination of GI and light maps. If I click auto generate, oh, you can't see it, but on the bottom right of my UI, it says it's got 70, 60, 50 jobs to do. So GI is baking right now, and the stream is choking. I can see it. Let's stop that. Give me a second, guys. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to bake this GI out, though, just to see what's going on with lighting. And I will see you guys later. Have a good week. I will see you Friday. Got 2 portfolio reviews. You'll see the names on the little ticketer thing on the goodbye screen. If you haven't yet, please follow the channel. There's a YouTube channel as well and a Discord channel. Thanks for chilling, guys. I'm going to bake this GI and we can look at it on Friday before the portfolio reviews. All right. Have a good week. This music.